Hello, EO Nashville. Thank you so much for joining us. This will be a great opportunity to reflect, connect, and understand where we plan to go. Since I am actually the outgoing president, I'd like to take a look at where we've been for the past year. Bring it up a little. We actually accomplished a lot last year, before and after the 1, 2, 3, 4 punch of the tornado, pandemic, derecho winds, and protest. Some of the highlights: we created a strategic council to direct us long term. We hosted more cool events than ever, like Kendra Hall, Dandapani, an amazing holiday party at the Parthenon, the largest movable feast ever, and then bam, a slew of virtual opportunities to give you the support needed to face this new reality. We have our strategic alliance partners to thank for that. It's hard to imagine what we would have done if we hadn't been surrounded by their expertise. We formed 4 new forums after adding 33 new EO members, 51 Catalyst members, 3 of which have already now joined EO, and added 4 additional Bridge members. We connected more mentor pairs than ever before. We've launched a new effort to seed new forums with experienced moderators, and we've successfully done that 5 times. Our outreach to the community has reached further than ever before, from our annual Entrepreneur Day on the Hill to taking a group to DC for a day on that hill, and we had a really effective news conference with Mayor Cooper. We launched our new Level Up program for your leaders, and we added another forum for spouses. There's more to celebrate, but really we need to pause for a minute and appreciate our biggest accomplishment, and that's supporting each other.
When I think about everything EO Nashville has provided me in the last couple months, through all of this crazy time, the words that come to mind are perspective and challenge. So just wanted to thank all of you for all of your help, giving me perspective on this situation.
Everyone came together in all 3 of the catastrophic events we've had in Nashville, back to back.
EO Nashville helps make the city smaller for me, so that I can reach out to people, to ask them for help, to provide help. And for that, I'm very, very thankful.
I'm really thankful for my forum, really thankful for my friends in EO, and the rich relationships and the connections have just been a gift to me.
The benefits to EO yesterday, today, tomorrow are the same. It's the network, the knowledge, and the shared experience.
I really don't know what I'd be doing or where my business would be if it weren't for EO Nashville.
Thanks, EO Nashville.
This is just a taste of what was happening over the past few months. There were so many inspiring stories nearly every day, and members connecting and supporting each other. This is what EO is at our core. You seriously stepped it up, and I leave this post completely inspired. So now it's Marty's turn to lead. And I just happen to have known him for the last 23 years, back when he was a long-haired hippie. And I can honestly tell you, we could not have chosen a more qualified member to lead us during this time. Times like these are when Marty shines. He's already been working hard to keep the chapter crazy strong. So thanks, Marty.
Thanks, Bethany. Thanks for all you've done. And looks like this is it. You're all set. So cheers.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, cheers. And also a little present from EO, from our very own Judith Bright.
Thank you.
Thanks for being a great leader, leaving in great shape. We love you for it.
Thank you. Cheers.
We do have a lot to celebrate, but I'd like to pause and let everyone take a minute to connect. So this is a special treat for where Remo works. We're going to let you chat with the people at your table. For this first round, we're going to have a question. So we're going to launch that question in the chat, but here it is. If you could go back in time and change one decision, what would it be and why? We're going to give you enough time for every single person to respond, so about 60 seconds. And again, if you could go back in time and change one decision, what would it be and why? So moderators, I need your help. Moderate get this thing rolling. Ready, go.
No matter where you are in your entrepreneur journey, there's always an opportunity to grow.
There are common struggles, there are common issues with businesses, and we can all help each other with it.
Whenever you help other people learn something, you learn it as well.
Catalyst gives me that opportunity to listen to what people are trying to do, share some of my own experiences and scar tissue of things I've learned the hard way, give them a shot at making their dream come true with a business.
Get ready to jump into Catalyst this year. Check out the schedule at eocatalyst.com.
Everybody, really excited about all the things that we're learning today and kind of bridging the gaps between where we were last year and what we're coming to this year. And one of the big insights that we get on a regular basis is from Michael Burcham. He shared a lot of information about the PPP, and the town hall was probably one of the highest attended events we've ever had. And so he shared his insights there, and he's got some more insights on the new updates from the governor, as well as a little bit more on Catalyst and what we can expect from that program this year. So Michael, I'll let you take it away and tell us a little bit more.
Thanks, Marty. I'm going to share my screen a bit here so we can all look at the same content. Everybody see that okay?
Great.
Great. So the governor announced a Tennessee business relief just about a week ago. The website for the state is already up and some material is there. There'll be additional material brought to mind over the next week or so. But here's the highlights of the program. The total amount available is about $200 million. It is being made available to small businesses throughout Tennessee. There's about 28,000 businesses that the state estimates are likely eligible to participate in this. About 2/3 of them are going to be smaller ones with less than $500,000 in annual revenue, but certainly there's likely players in EO who can participate as well. It's only available to businesses who are registered with the state of Tennessee for either sales tax or business tax. The state will calculate the amount that businesses are going to get based upon the loss of sales reported in their April 2020 filings that they provide in May. The state is going to be doing this as a direct deposit if they have direct deposit information from you already. If you do not have a direct deposit relationship with the state, you probably want to go online and make sure your address is up to date because they'll be mailing checks, and I've provided a link here for you of that address where you can update your business address, but you can also go to tn.gov and you will find information about Tennessee Business Relief there. If your business has been open less than 12 months and you do not have a history of filing with the state, they're working on other formulas for that type of support, and you should see that online with the state of Tennessee within the next 10 days. The businesses that are being targeted are the kinds of businesses that you would imagine were almost completely shuttered during this COVID-19 pandemic. So things like barber and beauty shops, salons, bars, restaurants, anything to do with entertainment, hotel or amusement, are the primary areas of focus for these funding opportunities. But even beyond this, there is some additional funding available for other kinds of businesses if you can show that you have lost at least 25% of revenue in an April format as when you file in May. And that includes some other more retail-oriented businesses, and I have those listed here. If you want more information about this program and to see if you qualify or might be eligible, you can use the link that I've provided on the screen here. Go to the state of Tennessee and they'll provide you that additional information. I'd encourage you to check out the site anyway, because I've noted it's being updated about every 48 hours. And so there may be some additional opportunity that I'm not even aware of in sharing this with you today that could be available over the next few days for some additional businesses. Also want to let you know that the PPP program has officially been updated. Your borrowing opportunity for loan forgiveness has now extended from 8 weeks to 24 weeks, as long as that window of time you're counting it is covered by December 31 of 2020. All of this is designed to make it easier for borrowers to reach full or almost full forgiveness. The requirement of your payroll being 75% of total expenditures has now been reduced to 60%. As long as the worker is returning by the end of the year, or you can show that you could not find qualified employees, or you couldn't reopen businesses, which are a few of the exemptions, you can count a cost all the way through the end of the year. The extended, the PPP program has also extended the payback period now to 5 years. If you already have a PPP that has been on a 2-year plan, your bank and you can talk about extending it to 5. The bank has to approve you to do that, and the interest rate remains at 1%. It also allows you to delay payment of payroll taxes if you need to do that for cash flow reasons. That had been previously prohibited under the CARES Act, and it's now allowed. So there's additional relief here about PPP, both the counting period, what's eligible, time to repay, and some waiving of, postponing payroll taxes. You can't waive them, but postpone them for now. So all of those are good things that have come out of these PPP updates. The last thing, Marty, I want to share with everyone is what we plan to do for Catalyst this year. We realize that this is a very different year. This is our 10th year of the program. So we spent a lot of time looking at the survey that was completed by EO and Catalyst members and trying to understand how we can best support everyone, particularly our smaller businesses that would normally participate in Catalyst, who have probably had some very serious impact on their business in this early part of 2020. So the entire coursework is really built around how you rebuild and rethink a business model in this very new environment. We realize that while entrepreneurs are quite resilient, this is not an experience you want to try to go through by yourself. So we're pulling in all types of examples of folks who have really re-engineered models, thinking about how they infuse some technology into their traditional service models for interactions with customers, and all of those will be part of Catalyst. The theme for Catalyst 2020 is coined building a business after surviving the storm. I think we could all play that to whether it's the tornado that impacted you or the COVID virus or both, in case many of you. A little bit of the course content is shown in the background here. Samira and team are putting together a beautiful brochure for this year, and the marketing begins here in the next week or so. The thing I really wanted to make sure everyone knew is that we're offering something a little different this year in Catalyst. If you're an EO member and you would like to drop in for a few classes, but you really don't have the opportunity to commit to sit through the entire program, you may register and participate via a Zoom. The Catalyst sessions are going to be held on Wednesdays. Our times have moved up earlier in the afternoon because so many of our participants asked if we could end early enough they could get home to families. So we'll gather about 1 o'clock on Wednesdays. The sessions kick off at 1:30. And then the window of time where we will be doing content that you may want to drop in and participate Zoom would be 1:30 to 3. After 3 each day, we'll be doing working sessions on that a day's content with the Catalyst participants, but you'll get the bulk of everything you might want to see in that Zoom participation between 1:30 and 3. We'll be arranging a way that you can register so we know to expect you. Can send you the link each week to participate, as well as the materials for that week. So Marty, that's what we got planned for this year. I encourage everyone to look at the brochure. You'll see that the course content has been significantly modified to really reflect what it is required to rebuild a business after such a devastating cycle we've all just lived through. With that, Marty, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thanks, Michael.
As you guys know, there have been some silver linings around the pandemic. For example, the ability to pop into Catalyst classes through Zoom. A lot of quality time with your families, more frequent interaction with your forums, and a lot more. One thing we know for sure, we have a lot of options in EO and they are not all the same. So how do we deal with every different person in EO? It's really, really difficult. And so as we try to bridge these gaps, we have to meet people where they're at, one end to the other.
Marty, you let me tell you something. This time, it's about trust and it's about respect. Trust and respect. It could be about respect and trust, okay? However you want to flip it, okay? But Samir told me all about you, okay? I know you got some friends who want to blast off to go to Mars, to social distance because they don't want to comply, follow simple rules of social distancing here on planet Earth. I know you got some friends who are ready to jello wrestle, okay? You got to respect everybody's position, okay? You got to respect it and you got to listen with love, okay? You got to listen with love and you got to respect it, okay? But you got to wear a mask. While you're trusting and respecting, while you're listening with love, you got to keep the mask on your face, Marty. Marty, who's ready to party, are you wearing a mask? Are you respecting people's space? Are you giving them the trust and the respect by wearing the mask? That's the question, because I see people that are wearing the mask like it's an earring. No one wants to wear the mask, but it ain't an earring. I see these fuckers, they're wearing it like this, like it's a chin strap. I see some of these wearing it here like it's some sort of necklace. They don't want to put it on their face, Marty. Marty, put the mask on your face, all right, Marty? Trust, and what? Trust and respect. Trust and respect. All right, Marty? You guys sound like you're nuts. All right? Stay safe.
Okay, I got it. I got the mask on. Stay safe. On that note, we're going to reconnect again. So here's the next question. Think of your children or your nephew or niece, and what life lesson would you most like to share with them and why? Again, moderators, help me out. Drive these conversations. Take about a minute each. We're going to split for about 7 minutes. The question will be in the chat. What life lesson would you most like to share with your child, niece, or nephew, and why? Ready? Go.
Oh, hey, Red. Yep, I just heard from Marty. Yep. EO. Yeah, that organization, they help people like we do. So I'm saying hi, and I'm going to give them a little pep talk. Yeah, because they're important. They're very important. No, you can't come in here. No. Well, you're going to have to put your pants on. Anyway, hi, EO, hi. Listen. So first of all, I want to thank you, or I want to thank Marty, for contributing to a little cause of mine. This money is going to little local restaurants. I'm in a little town in Massachusetts, and this money is going to help keep them afloat. We are not open yet, so they're, hanging on by fingernails. What? No, I said that the restaurants were hanging on by fingernails. Yeah, you don't know. He doesn't know because I handle the finances in the family. But let me tell you, this was very much appreciated. And so I feel like I'm doing my part. And I'm just going to remind you to stay involved and help out where you can, because you just never know where it's going to be. Right, Red? He's just, oh dear, he's putting his pants on, so he might want to say something, but he doesn't really know who you are, so we don't want him speaking to you. So I'm going to sign off. I'm going to say thank you for the work that you do. I'm going to say keep doing it. That's Shotzi in the background. He's hungry. Everybody's hungry. It's COVID. So anyway, keep up the good work. Look into the places that you can help out. I'm sure you are. And now I know who you are, and I know where you are. And thank you, Marty.
Awesome. Now on to some recognitions. Take a stretch, grab another sip of the margarita, and let's celebrate. First, the But Not For Awards. So every year, we like to pause and recognize a member or two or three who have really gone above and beyond to contribute something great to the chapter. After some discussion this year, we decided there's really an entire group that needs to be recognized this year. Truthfully, there was so much goodness happening during the tornado and beyond, it's hard to pinpoint one person. We can't all be George and go buy a family a house and a car, but many of you tried. I think we can all agree on one group that has proven to be crazy beneficial, our strategic alliance partners. Every single one of them pulled through with expertise that is guiding us out of this situation. We're breaking tradition this year and giving every one of our paid SAPs the But Not For Award for pulling us through this. On behalf of all of the EO and Catalyst members, thank you for proving you're a true partner. Next, we want to recognize those of you who've been in EO for 5 years, and they told me to smile more, so. And all of you should have received a tumbler along with your margarita mix and snacks. Let's give it up for Clay Haynes, Ginger Jones, Chris Coate, Micah Locker, Matt Lloyd, Tim McMullen on his round 2 of membership, Michael Moscadelli, Richard Moscadelli, Al Murphy, Jeff Pennington, Rosemary Plorin, Michael Ramsey, Austin Ray, Nelson Remus, Jonna Bates, Josh Siegel, and Rory Vaden. I also get to recognize those of you who've been in EO for 10 years. We are really grateful for your commitment and so happy you're continuing to find value. Those members are John Arndt, Justin Crossland, Jolene Dressel, Vicki Hill, Brian Merville, and Sam Sanchez. Finally, those that have been in EO for 15 years, you people have seen a lot of change over the years, and we're grateful for the leadership all of you have lended our chapter. Those members, Nathan Brandon, James Fields, Debbie Gordon, John Sharp, and David Waddell. So now, let's pause, take a sip or two. I do want to take a minute and let you know where we are going this year. So our focus this year is on sustainability and community. And we had to add the community piece in from an overwhelming push from the board that that's where we need to focus. So we kind of have 3 major themes for that. 1, meet members where they are, revenue, resource, life cycle, or focus. Be a calm in the storm in the light of all the uncertainty that we're all going through. Connect community members and SAPs in the ecosystem. Where we are today, we have members struggling to survive. We have members dying for in-person connection, and we had to follow the guidelines, trusting and respecting all our members. So where we headed in 2020, we all will have more small group connections, and hopefully this experience today will lead into more experiences like this. So thank you for being our guinea pigs, and feedback is always welcome. We're making decisions in 30-day increments because that's as far ahead as we can think. There's just so much changing in real time every day. So every 30 days, we're going to see how the next virtual or hybrid approach or in-person looks. And finally, we have to take care of our members and our city. To that vein, we have to recognize the moment that we're in right now, the protest, and our easy statement, we stand against racism. We stand in solidarity with our Black members, employees, partners, and the entire Black community. And we're going to lean into that. We are working to recruit some speakers, recruit thought leaders and experts to speak to us, to partner with us, and help us to lean into diversity and inclusion as a chapter. But what we do best, EO Nashville wows with events and learning. EO Nashville is a leader supporting the entire ecosystem, and we will weather the storm. What does that mean for you as a member? Lean in. Forum, your virtual community, the hybrid community, just lean in. Be present and be part of it. Trust and respect your fellow members. You don't know what's behind that fake smile. And leverage the community. If you need help, ask, and if you have help to give, tell. finally, I'll leave you with this. Ben Horowitz, that's the hard thing about hard things. There's no formula to deal with them. So take a look at what your Rockstar board has to say about this year.
I'm excited this year about showing Nashville why they need to be an EO, because I think that what we've been through over the last couple months just proved even more so the value of this group.
I'm looking forward to how we're going to be innovative and, as always, lead the way as only EO Nashville can.
What I'm excited about this year is stepping up to all the challenges.
The new normal is exciting.
I'm excited about flexing some new muscles this year.
Just getting creative and coming up with new things that we can do to pivot during these really uncertain times.
Looking forward to getting back and getting to know the new people and getting re-engaged with others now that I am in business again.
I'm looking forward to all the fun and creative outdoor forum and retreat virtual options that are going to come out of this year.
I'm excited this year about nurturing new relationships with like-minded EO Nashville members.
Excited this year about getting to know each one of the forums a little bit better and understanding how I can provide some individualized support for each one of those.
I'm excited this year about responding to challenges and finding new opportunities, because I think there's going to be plenty of both in this crazy time.
I am excited to see how innovative our EO Nashville chapter can be this year.
I'm excited this year to see all the innovation that's going to come out of all the outside the box thinking that's happening right now.
So I'm particularly excited this year to relaunch my businesses using all the Catalyst tools that I've learned over the past few years.
And I was excited about the social activities we were going to plan, but now I'm even more excited about bringing it back to the basics.
I cannot wait to see the creativity that comes out of the chaos.
I'm excited to embrace change this year and to just watch how everybody can do things differently.
I'm just excited to put on pants and leave my house and talk to adults, if you want to be honest.
Okay, you have one last chance to connect with each other, and then we'll come back out and close it out. The last question we'd like you to discuss may take you a minute. Where were you 10 years ago, and where will you be 10 years from now? Again, the message will be posted in the chat. Take about 7 minutes, and then we'll come back. Well, I hope you all found it beneficial to connect with other members. That's what EO is all about: connecting, supporting, getting through whatever comes our way together, listening to each other and learning from each other locally and around the globe, staying sustainable and contributing to the community that we all love. Our chapter will remain strong. There's so many factors that put us in an excellent position to thrive for years and years to come. So if you'd like to stick around, the room is open for the next, I don't know, like a couple hours. So feel free to bounce around and say hey to everybody. This is a good time. Like if your forum wants to get together, you can private message those people. And we also really appreciate you guys being guinea pigs as part of the process and learning through this, because I think this is the right way to do EO. We do a little bit of presentation, we do a lot of connecting, right? So thank you so much. I just want to make sure that I speak gratitude into the board. Thank you, board, for traveling along this journey. Thank you, members, for continuing forward with us. We're going to get back to the EO that you know and love. So look forward to the next year with all of you, and enjoy.